Okay, guys, today in Dream Vacation Week 3, we are going to pick a flight for our client. So the directions say to watch the video that you're watching right now, and then to use the link to access Google Flights, and then open the air slide and add the information from your flight. So let's go down. You're watching the video right now. So after you watch this video, here are the links that you're going to use. You're going to start using this Google Flight link and you're going to click on it. And if it does this, if it did not connect, try opening it up in a different window just like I did right there. Now, everyone is flying from Birmingham and you're going to your location. Now remember, you're going to use the location that So now that you're in Google Flights, you are going to be coming from Birmingham and you're going to your location. Now, this location is a location that you used the spinner for last week and you found your location. So you're using the same location for the rest of Dream Vacation. Now, some things that you need to do before you type in your location is you need to make sure that these fields are correct. So your round trip, yes, you do want to go on your dream vacation and you do want to return back home. So keep it at round trip. And then on passengers, make sure you fix this because this makes a big difference on your price. Your clients are not traveling by themselves, so one passenger is not correct. This is a family of 4, so you need to change this to 2 adults and 2 children. Okay, once you have those numbers right, you can click out of the field and make sure that it says 4 passengers. Right, you can keep it at economy. You are going to be coming out of the Birmingham airport, so you can keep that the same. And then here, where are you going? So you need to answer this question. So remember, this is based on what you were spending on before. So I'm going to try to pick one that was not picked. I think Italy was not picked. So I'm going to type Italy. I'm going to go ahead and pick the main city in Italy that I would be coming into, Rome, Italy. And then I need to fix my date. Remember, all of our travels are going to be happening June 1st through June 7th. So I can click on this little calendar and I can progress using these little arrows and make my way over to June of 2021 and click on 1. And then it's going to ask me for my return date. My return date is the 7th. So now my dates are correct, June 1st through June 7th. And I click done. Okay. And then it's going to pop up a lot of different options for me. Now you maybe have a little sticker shock with the amount that's going to cost you to travel, to fly. It does have like their suggested ones. These are the best departing flights. I suggest you start there because these are going to be their best available flights based on price, and they're also taking into consideration travel time and how many stops, because your client is not going to want to have to stop at 3 or 4 airports to get to their location. That's going to be a real downer for their trip. So it's going to have the least amount of stops for the least amount of money. All right, here are some things that you need to pay attention to. You need to pay attention to the time that they leave, the time that they arrive, how long it takes them to get to their location, and how many stops, and how much it's going to cost them. So when you look at this and you're like, well, this one seems like the best deal because it's not as long as the other flights. It only has 1 stop and it's the cheapest flight. So I'm going to go with that one. So I'm going to click on it. Then I have to pick a return flight. I have to pick the flight I want to take on my way back to Birmingham. So it gave me 2 best returning flights. I'm going to look at those. Let's see. This one is at 11. This one's at 9:40. They're about the same cost. I know my clients are really not morning people, so they would rather leave around lunchtime and they would rather just have one stop. So I'm going to click this one as my return. Okay. Now I have the information I need to fill out my slide. I'm going to keep this tab open and I'm going to go back to my Schoology. And I'm going to go back to Dream Vacation, week 3. Get on back to where I need to go. And I'm going to click on my air slide. Okay. This says complete the areas in yellow to report flight information to your client. Remember to add the total cost to the top of the slide. So now I'm going to go to my document. I'm going to wait for it to populate in the little field down here. Okay, and I can enter the information that I want to. So I am going to be toggling between this slide and my flight. See, I'm going between my slide and my flight. So I need to answer this yellow piece that says cost. So what is the total cost for my flight? Where do you find that? It's right here. $5,923. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my air slide and I'm going to go to my yellow and I'm going to type, make sure I put a dollar sign, 5,000, what was it again? 923. 923. So I have that information there. Then my time departing. Okay, so let's see, when did this is my flight to my dream vacation. When does it depart? Okay, it departs at 1:58 p.m. 1:58 p.m. Now, I already put the date here, so you don't have to do that. We all know everybody's leaving on the 1st. Now, my time arriving. I arrive at 9:10 a.m. Okay. Now, I may want to put a little note. Notice when I get there the next day, Wednesday, the next day. So I'm going to put a little note for my clients. Let the heads up. You're getting there at 9:10 a.m. the next morning. So 9:10 a.m. and I'm going to put June 2nd in parentheses just to let them know that they're arriving the next day. How long is the flight? This is where I find out the duration. So it's 12 hours and 12 minutes. So I'm just going to write 12 H space 12 minutes. How many stops? I have one stop. So on my next field, I'm going to put one stop. All right, now I am going, I gotta fix that. That's not the right one. This is my flight back home. So my flight back home is Monday, June 7th. And the next thing I need to answer is my time departing. I leave at 11:05 a.m. Make sure you put the a.m., p.m. It makes a big difference for your client. Time departing 11:05. Time arriving 8:47 p.m. Now remember that is still June 7th, so I don't have to put any kind of special notes. So at 8:47 p.m. I'm arriving back at home. How long is my flight? My flight is 16 hours and 42 minutes. 16 hours, 42 minutes. And then how many stops did I have on this return flight? I have one stop. One stop. Okay. So I have all of my yellow fields filled in at this point, And now what I need to do is I need to add some kind of picture to my slide just to bring some interest. So you could have an airplane, you could have a picture of your city. This needs to look something, because you're going to have lots of pictures of your city. I would recommend something to do with flying, just so that your clients can easily find that information. So once you've got your, once you have inserted the picture that you want, you have finished the slide, and then you are ready to submit the assignment. So you will click submit, and then that will send it on to me, and it will save it in your slides for us to add to your website when it's ready. Okay, guys? So that's all that we're doing on week 3. And I hope that you find yourself some good flights and get your client the very best deal. Enjoy.